Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, a bit of a drive and chats for you today. So I'm on the way to my auntie's house. I'm going to be decorating her kitchen, so I thought do this little video while I'm on the trip, because I have come across a flaw in 7th edition, in particular with the psychic phase. Now, let me explain. So the psychic phase, absolutely fine, no problems at all when you're playing one-on-one. Let's say you're playing pairs, you know, 2 people against 2 people, absolutely fine, no issues at all. But how about when you're playing a 3-way game or a 4-way game? That is an issue. I've come across it. So I've had several 4-way games, and the psychic phase, it's just really difficult to work out how to do it fairly. So let's say you've got 4 people playing. It's player 1's go, it's their psychic phase, they roll a dice, they get a 5, let's say they're mastery level 3, so they get 8 dice. Then everyone else obviously gets their deny the witch dice. Now they go to cast their spells. So how do you do deny the witch? Obviously there's 3 other players there, and they're going to have a lot more dice than you'd normally have. So it would seem totally unfair that all 3 opponents would be able to deny the witch. So what do you do? How do you do it? We've come up with a couple of sort of ideas. We try to sort of work it out amongst ourselves, like house rules as such. The first one was, well, okay, if the psychic power is targeting your particular army, well, you're the one that does deny the witch. And yeah, that works absolutely fine if it's a shooting attack or something. But it doesn't work if it's, say, a blessing. So if it's a blessing, I mean, who denies the witch? So that sort of didn't work. And then we came up with another idea, was that the person with the highest mastery level, that's the person that does deny the witch. And then, for example, if there's 2 people that have the same mastery level, we just rolled off, and the winner of that rolled off chooses to do the deny the witches. And that worked for a while, until later on in the game we had someone that had an opportunity, you know, they were the person to deny the witch, but the spell, he knew that the spell was going to affect one of the other people. I think it was the re-roll to hit spell. So he was doing that as a blessing, and he knew that the person was going to target his opponent, you know, and he wanted that land raid. It was a blast cannon. He wanted that land raid to take it out. So he obviously had the option. He could say, I don't want to deny the witch, and that would go to the next person to try and deny it. But of course he then had the option to maybe to tactically just roll the minimum amount of dice in trying not to get to deny the witch, you know, take the advantage of it. So that doesn't work either. So in the end, this is what we've come up with. We've come up with, just go back to 6th edition. So if it's a psychic phase, basically you roll your leadership, 2 dice, double 1, double 6 is a perils, and then you just roll on the perils chart, the new perils chart we would use. And then if it's a blessing, no one can deny the witch. And then if it's targeting one of your units, whoever the unit's being targeted can roll a dice on a 6. You know, you've denied it basically. So just using the old rules. So that's what we've come up with. It's not ideal because it takes, you know, brings the psychic phase back to how it used to be. But I can't think of any other solution that's fair as such. So I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on this. Have you come across it yet? And thinking about it now, you're aware of it. If you weren't aware of this problem before, how would you solve it? What's your views? What's your opinions on it? That's it really. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I have no idea how the videos come out. I noticed the camera was tapping a bit on the window. Hopefully you can hear me, but there you go. Okay, thanks for watching.